Hello, my sweet friends, and welcome back. Today is Friday, August 8th, and it is Love to Inspired Handmade with Christina. And before I get started, I'm going to give a shout out to my niece Nikki because today is her birthday. So happy birthday, Nikki. Hope your day has been fabulous. So moving on, I'm going to create using the beautiful Boho Vibes Designer Series paper. It's 6x6 paper. I absolutely love it. I love the color theme and everything that goes with it. But this simple little bag here, check that out. Cute. Here's one. And here's one. And here's one. And what's cute about it, it's got a square bottom, and then it just kind of opens up at the top. I love how that works. So cute, so cute, so cute. So I'm calling it the top self-closing square bottom bag. So it's cute, perfect for all the little gifts, especially with the holidays coming up, or if you have a wedding or a baby shower or maybe a birthday. This little bag is super adorable, super simple, and you will just love it. So just think about, I'm showing this designer series paper, but what if you had some Christmas paper or some kind of any kind of holiday theme, or if you're going something more elegant, this is perfect for it. So let me turn the camera down for you guys. Here we go. Dun, da, da. Let me move my chair closer so we can get started with all the things. So here I am. I'm going to move my camera up just so I'm not reaching for the stars here. And everybody is in headshot. I'll move this back. Okay. So we will need a few simple supplies here. You've got your designer series paper. This is just a couple of pieces that I have still that I've been working on to create these little gift bags here, and it's part of the Boho Vibes 6x6 square designer paper. Cute, right? So I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to move this one out of the way. Now again, here's our little bags. They're cute. I love it. And I love the bottom. I love how it's square, so it stands up if you need it to stand up, and then you can pop some little kisses or any kind of little fun tasty treat inside. So I'm gonna move these over here for you real quick. Now what you will need to get started with your 6x6 paper, I am also using this stamp set, Encircled with Love, and I'm using this little one down here that's a little something for you. And then, but it's got other ones that are really great inside of it. They have the with love and the bird, you're on my mind, and in my heart, happy birthday wishes, and way to go, and of course thank you. So isn't that adorable? I love that. And you can add color to it. They're really pretty if you use embossing to do it. Oh, I forgot about the one in the center, and it says sorry, but that's the stamp I'm using with it. Now, let's go ahead and get started. And you, of course, can design the outside of these however you want. Now, I'm going to, because it is a little more, I guess, tricky for you as far as the scoring and stuff goes. So I thought I would do it for you in person so that you could see. Now, we're going to need this 6x6, or it's going to actually measure at 4x6. So go ahead and cut whatever side that you're wanting to go up and down, and I'm gonna just take a little piece of that off to my 4-inch mark. Now the first score line that you're going to make is going to be on the short end, on the 4-inch side. So on the 4-inch side, you're going to need to score it at 7/8. So 7/8 is almost to the 1 inch, but it's like the next to the, not the next line, but the second to the last line. So go ahead, and my score is trying to pop out. Do one score line, then turn it back to your 6-inch side. And on the 6-inch side, you're going to do it at a 1/2 inch all the way down. Ooh, don't push too hard, you'll turn your paper. 2 1/4, and you're going to do that one all the way down. Okay, so the next two score lines that we're going to make, we're not going to go all the way down the 6 inches. We're going to only go up to that very first score line that we did, the 7/8 score line. We're only going to score up to that and stop. So the first one will be at 1 3/8, and that's just before you get, not the it's just before you get to the 1 inch, but it's not the little one, it's the one right next to it, second to the last. So I found that it's easier, well, I made my paper. I found that it's easier when I lay, I match my score. Oh, I don't know if you can see it, I'm sorry. Let me turn it this way. So I match my score, this little cutter blade here has lines on it each way, so I match it up just to where I have that score line, and then I just move it down from there. So that way I don't go too far. This is actually just making it enough so that we know how far or where we're going to be cutting at. The next one that we'll make one more, and that one's going to be at 3 1/8. So let me see, I don't know if I can do this upside down. I'm trying. Okay, so 3 1/8, and let me go, it's right there. So do that again from the very first score line. Again, it's not going all the way down, and then you're done with your oh my goodness, I'm losing all my pieces here. It just stays like that. So I know, I'm not sure that you can see the score lines in here right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and score it. So fold my score lines. So you're basically just gonna have 2 folds from your first 2 score lines, okay? So that's gonna be your one little flap. This is your second little flap. So that's your 2 score lines. Now on the 4-inch side, you have that score line, just like that. Because this is going to be the squares for the bottom of your box. And so let me see if I can come a little bit closer for you, and that way you can see maybe a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take and cut all 4 of my little flaps here. So just cut up to the score line, just like so. Uh-oh. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. All right. Cut that one off. I think I missed one of my score lines. See if I can see it. You know, sometimes it's just hard to see. There we go. So you'll have your 4 little flaps for your square at the bottom. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And there's no need to, you're going to leave them all cut regular. Don't go ahead and cut the flaps out. Now the next thing is, if you've noticed, I have on this one, I did a rounded edge, and so my little pouch just kind of pops open like that, but it does go back shut. On this one, I don't know if you can see it as well. I use it's kind of like the label tag punch. This is the one I did here so that you could tie a ribbon through it. I don't remember the name of that one. I apologize, because I'm not sure that we even still have it in online. But I'm going to show you how to create this little round edge here. Now before we add our adhesive, I'm taking my 2.5 circle punch and I'm going to flip it over, okay? And we're going to slide it in. And we're going to slide it in this way, and then you just make sure that you have it as even as possible, and then push down, and it gives you your rounded edge. Pretty cool, right? Okay, fun little tip for the day. Okay, now I'm going to take my multi-purpose glue and we're going to adhere it together. I mean, talk about simple, y'all, I'm telling you. And it's, you know, if you're having to want to put out a bunch of these, really for, you know, an event, this is definitely the way to go. So I'm going to go ahead and push this down for secureness, and then we're going to just kind of push gently right here, and we're going to fold each one of our flaps down. Now you can do it to where you glue a little bit on all the edges, which I'm going to go ahead and do, but you don't have to. You can, you know, put all 3 flaps down and glue the last one if you want to. I don't think that that's super necessary, but we want our box to be good and secure, so why not? Don't take but a second. Make sure this one, and see, there's your little square end. I love this. This is adorable. And I just like just the fun, simple, different little shape to it all. It's very, very cool. All right, now the other thing that I'm doing is I had a scrap piece of white cardstock here, and I've got some Secret Sea ink. I kind of just kept with the combo of Darling Duckling and Secret Sea. So I have my Secret Sea ink and a Darling Duckling Stampin' Up marker. And I'm going to stamp that on, give it a few minutes, seconds to dry. And I will go ahead and punch it out. It's easier if you, and I'm using the 1 3/4 punch for this stamp set. It does just the perfect little cutout. And if you stamp first, then you can line up your circle so that way it's even all the way around on each side. Now that should be dry enough. I'm going to just real lightly go over the ribbon. And I like this too because you can make this color your little package up any way that you want to. But I'm just digging the Secret Sea and Darling Duckling right now, so I'm kind of going with that theme on all these little packets that I'm making up, just like so. And you can even go in and do the dots. The package has the little bitty polka dots, but I'm not doing all that. Now, I've kept these flat. You can totally add some dimensions to the back of these if you would like, but I haven't. I'm just kind of keeping it flat because it's easier to work with. And the cool thing is too, if I put the glue down and then when I pop it open, it kind of gives an even feel all the way across, and I don't feel like anything's trying to pop off. So that's how I've been adding mine. So let me add just a gentle little bit of my Mumbo glue on here, and then I just stick it yay high and then give it a good little press all the way around. Now you can see on my other ones, like on this one, I took some twine and I just put it all the way around it a few times to give a different look. On this particular one, I ended up just tying a little bit of Darling Duckling ribbon at the top and then adding a couple of little embellishments that way. And then, let's see, this one I did kind of the same but opposite. I used some Secret Sea ribbon, which I love this ribbon too, by the way, and then added my little embellishments that way. So there's many different ways that you can decorate each one of these little boxes and then put your little candy treats inside, and it's perfect for all the occasions, you guys. I love it so much. These are fun to make, they're easy to make, and you will definitely be able to push out a bunch of them at one time. So make sure that you share in the comments how you would use these to create with, and give me a thumbs up. If this is your first time jumping on and following me, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and make sure that you ring the bell, so then that way you never miss a tutorial with me. You can hop over to my blog or any of my other websites just to see what else has got going on. And fun fact before we head off, Stampin' Up! Right now, in the month of August, all of our in colors are 15% off. So if you get the Secret Sea, or Darling Duckling, or Timid Tiger, Strawberry Slush, and, oh my gosh, what was the other one? Oh, Cloud Cover. You can get the markers, the blends, the coordinating paper, all the things, yeah, and it's saved this month. So it's fun if you want to jump over and see how you can start your creations. But anyway, y'all have a fabulous weekend, and thank you so much for joining me today. I will be back next Friday at 4 p.m. August 15th of 2025 with a new fun tutorial. So until then, keep creating and have a blessed weekend.